All right, pet peeves while in a relationship. What do you have for me today?
I think one would be making plans for us,
That's a very
especially when one is a homebody. You should always ask the other partner, is it okay if we go? I would like to go here. Are you okay, all right with that? Don't just say, oh yeah, we're gonna come, and then I'm just gonna be like, I'm staying home.
That's a very good one.
Yeah.
Any more? Or that's what,
I don't have any more. Okay, let's cut. What was that one thing? Oh,
right now.
and then another one I would say would be walking away from a fight.
Another.
Don't just walk away. If you need time to cool off, just say, I need time to cool off, or think about, how I feel. And then when you come back, you can always talk about it. But don't try, I try not to never go to bed mad. It doesn't always work, but you should try really not to go to bed mad. Because what if tomorrow never comes and then you don't get to hash it out and say, I'm sorry, I love you, or we can work on it.
Yes.
So just never walk away with unresolved feelings.
All right, my friend. Pet peeves while being in a relationship. What do you have to share?
Pet peeve of being in a relationship is when I explain the truth and I have taken emotion out of my argument and I presented logical facts, and the woman continues to deny those facts.
That's a good one.
That's a very good one. That's a very good one. So how does she react?
She would react by saying, what does that mean? Or continuing to get angry or escalating her voice for no apparent reason when we're having an adult conversation.
That's an excellent pet peeve.
All right. We are live at the Roundtable. It is 6:03 in the p.m. How y'all doing today?
Doing well.
Bumping that hat and mustache by Trap Recording. Once again, thank y'all for joining us. Thank you, Trap Recording, for dropping this beat for us to vibe into. All right, here we go. We're gonna get started, y'all. You are live here at the Roundtable.
Yes.
I am here with these two wonderful individuals that I can honestly call my brother and sister from a mother and a father. Yes, indeed.
Thank you. Major Middle, aka A Money, to the right of me.
Melissa Bartlett, aka Pitbull in a Dress.
Wakanda forever.
Rocking my roots today. Thank you. My baby brought me this back from Morocco when she was over there a couple years ago.
Beautiful babe. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Nice. And I'm the side guy here on the computer, Scary Bixby. Man, it feels good to be back in the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last week we had a little technical difficulties. That's all right.
Appreciate y'all sticking it out with us, though. And,
Yes.
Yes, indeed. But that old saying, what don't kill you, make you stronger. So we're back.
True that.
Just came in with that Wakanda, boy. I knew we were going to pop today, boy. Yes, indeed. So, family, what's going on? What's been going on with you?
The normal work,
All right.
family,
Family.
and that's just about it. Outside of me touching on last week, that we're about to start ramping up on Charlotte and again. So, we love and appreciate it.
Wait a minute, man. Y'all been fiending for Charlotte in the know. Boy, y'all don't know. Y'all sleeping on Charlotte in the know.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So, we get ready to start ramping that up and looking forward to doing that.
All right.
Nothing with me. Just stay, family and working on my stuff, personal stuff, and how it is. Got a birthday coming up next week. Leo season.
Leo season. Hey, you know, two Leos, y'all.
All right.
I know. Sorry. So much greatness radiating from inside the table. My bad. Too much. Just let us know.
Some things can't be
You see why I made that introduction when I first came on board.
But that and celebrated 19 years with my lovely husband.
Yay.
Congratulations.
What?
As we like to joke and say, we still together.
All
So,
right.
yes, that's about it.
Good.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Miss Diane. Diane Green has joined us on At the Round Table.
Hello, Diane.
Oh, my heart is skipping a beat now, man. It is so good to hear from you. She said, just stopping in to say hi. I miss you all.
Oh,
Miss
miss
you
you back.
too.
Miss you too. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, definitely catch the replay. We always post it on Facebook as well as YouTube, our YouTube channel. For those that are in traffic and can't get to us at the time, it is truly an honor and a blessing to have Miss Diane on.
Yes.
Christian author, wise woman of God, and just an amazing spirit. Thank you for joining us. Oh man, I'm doing good right now. Oh, everybody's sharing what they're doing. What am I doing? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what are you
Well,
doing?
Miss Diane said hugs all around.
all right. Right back here. Right back here.
I'm gonna tell you guys something. One of the things that I noticed is a lot of times when you go through a season, there's a time to plant, there's a time to harvest, and there's a time to rebuild. So I can honestly say we are right now in the rebuilding phase of our season. I know I am. I've been asked, just like I've been asking of this brother, and a lot of people asking of Charlotte and the know, I've been asked when am I going to really step out and do some things. So stay tuned with conversations with CD. I got a green light last night. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. I think I'm on the right path, and a lot of people were saying the same thing to me today. So between that and of course, you know, some phenomenal partnerships we're gonna have. We ain't gonna let the cat out the bag yet, but when it happens, people are gonna be like, how in the world, when did that happen?
Yeah.
What fortuitated this? That's it's gonna happen. So there's a lot of things that we're doing behind the scenes. It's a season, and I can't say how thankful I am to have y'all on the team or to help me make this dream come to reality, spreading positive media and being quote unquote the what?
Eagles Podcast.
There we go. That's what we're talking about. We're getting a lot of hearts and smiley faces now. Thank y'all. We appreciate that. All right. So with that being said, oh, you were saying we got to thank some people. Man.
Oh, yeah. So, we just wanted to give a shout out to TJ White, Angie Bell, Charles Moore, Liz Maulers, Erica Murdaugh, Mahogany White Tahabiti, and Charlie Toots. And we wanted to recognize Charlie Toots and Mahogany because Charlie Toots constantly supports us, constantly shares, constantly tunes in, even if she can, even if she has to, you know, shout it out, you know, and she may not can watch. Sometimes we'll go back and monitor if there's any questions or comments, and you can see that Charlie Toots was there and was viewing. So Charlie, we are at the round table going to send you a specialized gift for being one of our top fans and top viewers. And you can get how or where you would like for us to send it to you to, you know, us directly or hit up Carrie, and that way we can let you know how much we appreciate you. Mahogany, thank you so much for always including us on the things that you do. You are always keeping us up in the front, especially with your own business venture that you do. So we definitely want to say thank you, and I'll have something special for you next time we see you too. So thank you so much for you guys. And so anybody else out there that want to become that top viewer, getting a special gift from At the Round Table, all thing we ask you to do is to share, support us, spread the word. We on every other Wednesday, 6 p.m. where we're doing live events. We have flyers. We're asking that you put that out there, and you know, you too will be recognized. Going into that,
and the other Miss Barbara, forget.
oh, Benea.
Yeah.
My firstborn. Thank you so much. The Pod Excellent Awards is coming to Charlotte and will be here October 4th through 6th. That we have been nominated for Most Improved. We could not have done that without you guys. Funny thing is, it came across our radar and it said, you guys know about this? We were like, no. We put it out, we posted it, you guys being so phenomenal, so awesome, being so and such great viewerships and support. About 24 hours is the only time that we allow to like post it out and ask you guys to vote. And we were nominated for Most Improved Podcast. That's what you've seen us as, and that's the category that we placed. So we will be in the runnings against some other local and national podcasts. So we're going to be the Inside Scoop, No Advisory Podcast, of course ourselves, Stay Ready Pod, the Devlin Co-Experience, are just name a few of those podcasts that we will be against. And so I shouldn't say against, but running up next to. So we are super excited about October coming. We will post more information in regards to your availability to get tickets. We would love to have your actual faces and smiles and hear your cheers there with us at this award ceremony. So as soon as we get the ticket information and things of that nature, we'll definitely post it out.
And to piggyback off of that, I think I speak for everybody at this table, and I mentioned it last week as well. We are so humbled by the support and the people going to vote for us. We know that your time is precious,
right? And
for you to take out the time to actually nominate us, and apparently it had to be in some large volume for it to be nominated like that.
Yes.
So we want to take time out to make sure that we thank you, and we certainly appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, shouts out to Kingly Living. He's joining us on that round table.
All right.
Well,
what's going on? What's up? I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. I ain't shout there, bro.
Man, I just said, I almost brought a tear to a brother's eye, man.
I know.
Yeah, man. I got missed. My wife said, "What's wrong with you?" Our people did it. Our people did it.
People. Yeah. That is what's up. That is what's up. Man, I'm loving this right here. Oh man. Okay. So Kingly Living. That's what's up. You know who that is. Yeah, again, thank you for shouting us out, man. This is amazing right here. I'm taking a look at what we did last week, and kind of in retrospect, with our little hiccup last week, it was great to see like people still jump on and, oh, that's all right, it's all good. Still share that, and we were still like just banging in. So we definitely appreciate it. But I'm wondering, did anybody even see the trailer from yesterday? Do they understand the gravity of today's topic?
I saw the trailer and I was like, I had like mixed emotions because I was excited because he did it, and then I was like, oh, because I miss you guys. But yeah, I was like, yeah. So I still got some points, some pet peeves, some couple etiquettes. I got some new stuff from last week and this week. So
it's about to be on now. Well, she said new stuff.
Can't wait for that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Funny thing is, I had a lot of high fives to Shirls as far as the laundry goes. So,
oh man, no.
Yeah,
So
I had about 4 or 5
nerd.
people that was like, yo, that's one of the things I was gonna tell you, what she said about the laundry. Like, just don't do it if you can't hold it. I was like, wow. So this show topic this week is for the same as last week. So we are gonna discuss couples etiquette and pet peeves. Couples etiquette in regards to things that you would think people should know you should do or don't do in regards to a couple, and pet peeves, which are between a couple, things that you may rub your mate the wrong way, intentionally or not.
I didn't mean to.
So we'll jump in and get started. I think we had put money under the gun.
We did.
Last time. Let's say you started out with what was it again?
Well, I thought it was something different this time.
Tom. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna revisit that one.
Now, my biggest pet peeve, and my wife does, she watches it occasionally, but I think I might be safe this episode. But one of my biggest pet peeves is when she doesn't feel like driving and she gets in the passenger seat. And as I'm driving throughout town, minding my business, doing what we normally do,
Right.
come up on a turn or a corner that I'm about to turn, the first thing that this young lady does?
What she said?
She grabs the handle of the door.
Oh, she didn't say
like like she racing on us, turning on two wheels and stuff. Why is it that every time I'm cut in the corner, you feel the need to grab for that?
Obviously, because you've been watching too much Fast and Furious.
Uh-oh,
I think
not
that
at
may
all.
be it.
Not at all. That's frustrating. That hurts me.
Why is it frustrating?
Because it's like I'm putting somebody in danger. I'm driving fast.
Jesus, take the wheel!
I say just I'm driving.
All right.
Yeah.
Professional.
So it's perfect.
Okay,
I know what I'm doing.
bro.
I can't touch that right there, man. Well, no, I take that back.
What's
I
a
apologize.
pet peeve? What's a pet peeve?
Oh man, my pet peeve is, oh goodness. Okay, so I'll throw this out there. In my household, I'm the food guy because I come from food. I love to cook. And my pet peeve is, it's almost like a twofold because I come home and my little mini guy, 20-year-old son, can be home right before work, and I go in and I see dishes piled up, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so he must have been sleepy, blah blah. He didn't get a chance to, yada yada. So I go in and I'm like, yo, I'm busting it out. I'm washing the dishes. I'm cooking dinner. I'm getting everything arranged. I got the dishwater over there, still from when I washed the dishes, haven't lit. So I'm over here and I'm finishing it up, sauteing, and da da da. And then he comes from his room with a bowl, and boop, pop that thing right there in the water, keep it moving. Yo! I washed the dishes, I cooked the meal, cleaned it up, and you gonna drop the bowl in the sink. And it's not just any bowl. I'm gonna go ahead and vent now. My wife is like, God, I'll do it. Yes, because it's the bowl from last night, chocolate chunk ice cream that has dried up. Bloop, dropped it in the water.
So my husband does that with the girls. So that's one of their pet peeves with him is that he'll be at the table or he may be upstairs watching something and the girls usually do dishes right after we are done. Putting up the food and they're like, it's like nothing really left. And then he will either come down with his plate and glass or he's sitting at the table and it's like, so I said, if he's at the table or even upstairs, you can be like, Dad, are you done? Because he moves at his speed. He worked it all day. He's chilling. He's unwinding.
Right.
He may or may not be in tune with like, okay, I hear water. They might be washing the dishes. Let me go ahead and, sometimes you think, I'm going to just wait a second. I'm going to take a pause. And I'm going to get some more.
Right.
And then that doesn't happen. So you wind up keeping your plate. So I say, just ask him, you done? And then if he's not, there's no fussing if that plate is left. If he is, you need to go ahead and get it and put it in the sink. But I swear sometimes he does it on purpose. I think he
All
does.
right.
I think he does it on purpose. But that was it.
That's a good one.
That's a very good one.
The trailer today, I have a lot of male and females say that the laundry thing where they love the fact that their mate will start laundry and will, bring it up. One young lady said, if you're going to do laundry and you're going to bring it up, leave it in the basket if you're not going to fold it. Don't dump it out on the bed and leave just the clothes on the bed. The other couple said that they both rub each other the wrong way with the scenario about what you want to eat, what do you want, what do you want, what do you want? I don't know what you want, I don't know what you want. So she said she just started drinking cold water and eating a bowl of cereal and leave it alone because she just kept going back and forth. She didn't want to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I was laughing. So I thought it was hilarious, but I love to receive these because you'll see that sometimes when you hear that other couples have the same pet peeves, it kind of gives you more tolerance for yours with your mates because it's not so unique to you and him. So,
really point. What's going on, Angela Chambers? Thank you for joining us at the round table.
Ms. Chambers.
Terry. Ms. Digsby, thank you for joining us at the round table.
Terry.
Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're talking about what is your pet peeve with your mate, all right? In the house, in the car. Hold on. What is your pet peeve with your mate? Be honest, be truthful, because the truth shall set you free. And then y'all can talk about it at home later. Yeah, there was one. Oh, remember the one? No, I don't want to share that one. We'll share that one later on the thing. Somebody shared with us. Would you say though that a pet peeve is a, well, I'm just gonna throw it out there, as a product of maybe how they were raised?
Yes,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
yes,
That's what's up. That's
Agreed.
what's up. Okay. Okay.
yes.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you something. And I'm sure my wife got probably a pet peeve about mine. I wish she could have. She would chime in right now so I can learn so much, you know, be like,
Oh, I know.
Oh,
I know mine
Yeah.
with Ben. And yes, I am guilty of doing it on purpose.
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah,
I am.
why don't we share a little bit now?
Oh, okay. Chris Page, thank you for joining us on that round table.
CP?
Yeah. Oh, Terry just said he always had to have his music on in the car. What kind of music, Terry? What are you doing? You into that gangster rap? What's up?
Gangster rap.
That's old. I know.
Gangster rap.
Where you gonna come to?
I know Terry's pet peeve with me. I see it on her face every time she has to remind me of it. It's times when you come home and I'm sorry. It's funny now that I think on it. Maybe I'm not the only guy that does this, but when your wife is having a conversation with you, you sometimes your mind is elsewhere. You're trying to multitask. You're trying to pick up on little key words of the conversation to kind of keep you abreast on what's going on, but at the same time, concentrating on something else that you're doing. Now, the reason I brought this up because just yesterday, and this happens at least 5 or 6 times a week. Okay. You keep it real. You got it down. And not on Sunday. Yeah. Just yesterday, she reminded me of a conversation that we had, and I asked her, it was an appointment. I said, "And the appointment is for when?"
You ain't paying attention to what I'm saying.
You don't have to listen to what I be telling you. And all that I can do is just,
I'm sorry.
Wow.
right. I'm sorry. That's
coming in now.
So I am guilty of,
Okay.
depending on if I'm hungry, depending on if I'm sleepy, depending on if I'm thinking something else. And I stopped trying to front and I just tell Ben, babe, I'm sorry, I zoned out. Can you start back at last thing I heard was whatever? Because I can look at you and like engage, but I'm really not there.
You're not doing it.
I'm really not there.
so you do it too.
I do it too.
All right, so
I do it too.
let me throw these in because these people are chiming in big time now. They sharing. Y'all threw back the covers. Chris said my wife tailgates, and when I drive, she criticizes every move I make. Whereas I don't say a word. Chris, man, let me give you this right here, man. We go through the same thing. Trust me, believe me. I try to tell my wife, use the horn. God made the horn. She like, whatever. Lay that horn out. Terry said, my husband thinks that birth control is solely the woman's responsibility. Yeah, I said, I had to throw that into. Kingly living. When my wife expects me to understand her, but she doesn't want to understand me. Ooh, boy.
Another good one.
Yeah.
Chris said, preach, bro. I totally check out and make it worse and say, huh? Good one. Good one.
That was funny.
Oh, wow. Chris said, appreciate it, fam. Feel my pain. Man, I'm telling you, boy, I knew this was going to happen.
So I got a few that came in that I asked for some input from some different ones. So I got one that says putting other things over me.
Ooh. Was that a guy or a girl?
It was a girl, but it can go for both.
You can go for both. Yeah.
Not willing to compromise Always apologizing for simple things. I'm sorry, I didn't mean, so I was like, well, what is that? Maybe breaking something, he would say, my bad, I didn't mean, that was an accident. I don't, need you to keep saying, like, 10 minutes later, I feel bad, I'm sorry, I didn't mean, I just want you to know I was sorry. That gets annoying. Not checking in.
Oh, gosh.
Not checking in.
Somebody said that not too long ago about not checking in. Oh, that's
and surprisingly, I got that twice. I got one from a girl, and then the guy, because his wife is a nurse, and he wants her to call him when she gets to the hospital to let him know because she does all night shift. And she said that if it's not bad weather, she doesn't see or feel the need to do that. And so he said that that's one of his pet peeves is that all he wants is even if it's just a text to be like, hey, I made it.
Right.
So
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I was, like, oh wow, and this is from a girl. Eating things that make him pass gas. Not being considerate of what I have to deal with, knowing that it was going to make him gassy.
So wait a minute.
So let's wait a minute. Yeah, you go. Oh, hey, Miss Julia, how you doing?
Hey, Miss Julia.
Hey, Debbie. Thank you for joining us at the round table. Trav, what's going on? Hey guys, check it out and get a chance. Go over to that round table live. If you want to join us there, so we can get your comments and such. Tell us, what is your pet peeve with your significant other, your mate, and such? All right. Good to see y'all. Man, this is incredible. Oh, you was about to go in. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, out of not curiosity. So, this individual is intentionally digesting.
It's not, you can say intentionally, or it's just like, well, I'm good, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at some point, I guess she's saying, like, it's like, he's like, well, no, I'm not gonna eat the ice cream tonight. Like, she just wants to have some consideration. Like, you just gonna eat it knowing that it's gonna blow you up, you know?
That's some gangster type stuff right there.
That is.
Yeah.
Hey, Joanna, how you doing? Thank you for joining us at the round table. Yeah, she said that's common courtesy. Just call her. Okay. See, she's agreeing with, yeah, she need to call. Hey, join us on At the Round Table. It's At the Round Table on Facebook. Join us on the live. We want to hear what y'all think in regards to pet peeves. Now, let me ask you this. Hold on. Play devil's advocate. Now, she's talking about him. Now, what is she cooking? Because in this case, he can't have pinto beans and anything like that. So, is the diet she providing?
I think it is the other stuff. Like, okay, for instance, ice cream. I'm not ashamed to say I'm lactose intolerant, but I'm not gonna eat ice cream knowing that and knowing it's gonna cause some problems. So I wouldn't do that to begin. Or something that makes you belch or something that what I mean. Like she's just like she wants to have a little consideration every once in a while.
Unless y'all just mad at each other.
Right, just mad at each other. Then it's
all bets are off.
All bets are off.
Wow. Terry said, my mind wakes me up if my husband isn't home on time. Wow.
That sounds like a song lyric.
Where have I heard that from?
Yeah. Well, that could be a next Beyonce.
Somebody.
What? Say it one more time.
She said, my mind wakes me up if my husband isn't home on time. Excuse me. Wow. That's pretty dope right there.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing, Auntie? Miss Steele, Dolores B. Steele.
Miss Steele?
Hey.
Yes, my auntie. What's going on? Good to see you. Thank you for joining me. I'm on At the Round Table podcast with these two amazing Leos in the house. Yeah, and but yeah, we're talking about what do your significant other, what's a common pet peeve that your significant other or your mate do. So join us on At the Round Table. If you put in ampersand At the Round Table, it'll show this logo that says At the Round Table with some earphones. Join us there. We want to hear from you, and I'm gonna wave at you, and I'm gonna wave at you. Thank you for joining us. This is pretty interesting right here. Chris is laughing.
I got some stuff from some young whippersnappers too. Some of these little young cats.
Young cats, yeah.
Young cats.
Hey, share some more, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris second college should have been a comedian.
Chris, are you laughing because of the fact that the brother is eating stuff that he has no business? Is that what the laughter is about? Or everybody just want to know? Oh man, this is a good one. Thank you.
So you said you got some more.
I got some. So this is from some of the young little whippersnappers. They said that they don't like when their mates switch up in front of their friends.
Huh?
Switch up.
What is okay?
So that means we used to say fronting back in the day.
Oh, man, I didn't get no. Okay, I thought I had it down pat.
I thought that's what it might have meant, but I wasn't for sure.
Damn,
They don't like when their mate switches up in friends. And that's for male and female. The guys, they don't want to be so. Let's just see. They don't want to, be like, oh, they really in love.
Mhm.
And as far as for girls, sometimes they either get super silly or whatever, and the guy's like, who is this chick?
Right.
This one is universal. Lie about what you're doing. Like when you're really just if you're hanging out with your boys, say you're hanging out with your boys. Don't say I ain't doing nothing. But now you can tell you slow when you talk, or you won't answer the phone. You just want to respond via text or whatever after using to communicate on. Just don't lie about what you're doing. So this is something, unfortunately, some adults, women deal with this, is that you call, but you playing your game. So you're calling me and we FaceTiming or whatever the case, and you're calling me because while you're playing the game, you really don't have anything to talk about. I'm supposed to just sit on the phone and watch you play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the last thing that this was just being insecure.
Wow.
Insecurities are annoying and they cause breakups. That's what I got from that. I was like, wow, okay.
Hey, Kate Roseborough, thank you for joining us at the round table.
Ms. Roseborough.
Hey, Gerald, what's going on? Thank you for joining us at the round table. Well, joining me. Come over to that round table podcast. It's ampersand at the round table. We are talking about pet peeves. What is your pet peeve with your significant other or mate? They're coming in hot now. We got a bunch of them. This is a very good one. Putting empty or almost empty containers in the fridge.
Thank you. Thank you. Touchdown. Yes.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is.
Oh my goodness.
Appreciate you sharing that.
Thank you for sharing that. Kingly Living said that medicine got him passing gas. They're coming in, y'all. I'm trying to catch up. Oh, here goes one. Putting condiments on the food we prepare. So in other words, I guess she's saying, cook food.
And then if you want barbecue,
I do it all the time.
Me too. Me too.
Barbecue hot sauce.
I can understand it.
Right, because you might not want that. So I get it.
Yeah, you got to doctor
I get it.
Not saying that anything wrong with your food. We just want a little kick to it. Joanna Darlene Greer. Hello, thank you for joining us. She came over. She said non-communication is a pet peeve first.
Don't cut your eye over here at me, bro.
No, I'm just saying that's a very good
I think that was something that he was doing some shade. I don't know if the light was too bright or what over here, but I swear I felt shade when he said that.
That's a very good one because that's something which I always say. So I'm like, that's a very good one.
I get
that. Kingly said being one way on social media but different in person.
Ooh.
You got an example of that?
Ooh,
She cared to share?
Yeah.
Because that's happening a lot.
AKA
Catfish.
y'all come on over and join us. This thing is funny.
And don't forget, we are on Instagram live on our Instagram. So we are at the Roundtable Show on IG. So come on over. I have our live page up, and I will see your comments here as well.
Yes, indeed. This is fun right here. They are coming. They are just like tripping right now. Oh man, non-communication. I want to go to that one.
Go ahead.
I want to go to that one.
I mean, might as well.
I mean, hey, when you say non-communication, what is it? Don't share, doesn't.
Little frigid around this table.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? What is it? He or she don't talk to you, or is it, because communication is very important. If you really think about it, that's how we connect. That's how we can grow together. And it's like,
I have been told
mm-hmm.
that, and this is, I think people, let me back this up because it's part of my communication. People that I care about,
mm-hmm.
and that I try to make sure that I am respectful. It's not that I don't communicate; it is how I communicate, and so sometimes that can be viewed as non-communication.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think you need to know the language that your mate speaks. That's what's important because.
Wait a minute. Every now and then she drops some nuggets. So one more time if you remember.
So the non-communicators and the ones who feel that they're not being communicated to be fair, you should know the language that your mate speaks.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes if I got up early,
Mm-hmm.
I made breakfast, knowing you got a meeting, but I'm up early making sure that's done.
Mm-hmm.
Checking on you just to say, hey, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. That's my language to say, hey, I'm making sure that I'm helping you out, blah, blah, blah. Where that person may be like, I was worried about this meeting today. You didn't even ask me how it was, or you didn't even give me anything to say. You didn't even tell me good luck, or whatever the case. So they might have been looking for it another way. And that person may have kinetically been communicating with saying, I want to make sure you have a great start. So let me get up early, I don't have to be, and make sure you got a good breakfast. Let me make sure your lunch is packed. Let me make sure. So you have to make sure that you are aware of what that language is. So you got to speak in the same thing, or at least you know how to interpret it when it comes to it.
True. Very good point.
Mm-hmm.
So Kingly Living said, non-communication with your partner is rooted in fear.
I don't like that word, but it's true. But I don't like that word, but it's true. I don't like fear, but it's true.
Like fear? Oh, okay.
It's true.
Deep.
See how y'all feel about this one. I built this up off the internet.
Okay.
Staying too friendly with your exes.
Ooh.
Oh God. Ooh, that's a good one.
If your exes ain't friends with your nexes, then y'all ain't supposed to talk.
Uh-oh.
I ain't coming back with that. I'll leave that right there.
Damn.
Yeah, you got exes that can't be cool with who's next. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you cross paths and y'all thought y'all was supposed to be a couple, but y'all really supposed to be friends. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If that friendship can't be introduced to your relationship,
right?
Then yeah, I think that's why there's a problem with being friendly. But also it can go back to what you guys said of how you were raised or your upbringing. If you were brought up to say, you know what, he's an ex or she's an ex, and they get cut off, then your mate may not understand. Your partner may not understand, well, how can you be friends with your ex when they don't have any friendships with their ex?
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Non-communication going on over here.
It is. They chimed in on it. So Jerry said, I agree. She said, CJ communicates quietly with looks versus me. I'm super verbal and over communicate. They compliment each other. Right, so very good one. Joanna just said, there are love languages. Mine is cooking and his taking care of the house and manly things. But plans, future endeavors, just long talks doesn't happen. Car rides for 45 in silence sometimes. Wow. Well, yeah, sharing. Ooh, okay.
I can agree with that sometimes.
That is deep.
And I'm gonna be honest, because I know there's a lot of stigma around the women. I mean, I'm not that one. I could be that one Joanne, where I don't want to talk. Let's just get where we gotta go.
Mm.
I don't need small talk, put it that way.
Okay.
So a lot of times, you know, the guys get the bad rap, like they're in the car, they don't even have nothing to say. I don't want to talk. Sometimes it's me, I can be honest, say, I'm good. You know, we got tunes on.
Right.
I'm in a mood. I am cool with that. But when I feel like talking, I'm open. But if then it's like, hey, have a conversation, I'm going to reply. I'm not just going to look at him and be like, I don't feel like talking. I'm going to talk, but to initiate that conversation, I have been guilty to not do that.
Steve. So Chris Page just responded to King We Live and said it could be you don't trust them with your vulnerabilities.
Ugh, that's the other word I don't like.
Then Chris agreed with you and said, say it again, sis. And then Terry just said, exes are not friends if they aren't friends with both of us.
Boom.
Okay, so that's check. All right.
I said, you have to know your limitations with that.
And then King We Live in responded. They're back and forth, he and Chris, they're talking right now. So this is so cool. They're saying, he said, being vulnerable shows strength and courage. You like that word?
I like strength and courage, but I have an issue with being vulnerable and showing fear.
Okay. But you like fear.
I need to be honest. It's not about fear, because I mean that's something that you can't control. But I don't like showing fear. Put it that way.
Leo in you.
Mr. Leo. Facts, Kingly. Boy, I'm telling you, that's why this is the People's Podcast, because we can throw a topic out and then there's like many discussions going on amongst each other as well as with us. That's why it's at the Roundtable.
What else you got over there? Facts.
We kind of touched on this, kind of sort of resorting to silent treatment. You mad at each other?
Ooh.
No, not really. We ain't talking about that. Because to me, non-verbal, non-communicative and intentionally, I don't have nothing to say are two different things.
Yeah, it's a different dynamic.
Yeah, you gotta.
So do either one of you do that when it gets to a point you mad at your significant other?
I'm guilty. Yeah.
I mean, because I think it's a cooling off period. Because you don't want things to get to the level in which you say something that you're going to regret or you can't take back. So my thing is, I would rather just shut up and just us deal in our own little private microcosm and think about what just occurred, and then we will eventually come back round and line up. You know, and a lot of times, you know, people think, well, you know, that's not healthy. Well, sometimes it is healthy. I mean, because again, we are imperfect beings, so we have a tendency in which we can say things that you cannot take back. Yes. And you put yourself in a position in which you have now challenged the unity that you have with that person by saying something either out of malice, anger, totally pissed off, whatever the case may be. So it's like, I say, yeah, let's just, okay, you over there, I'm over here. We'll get back to it. And then, I mean, there's nothing, it's not like you don't love each other. It's just the fact that you need a cool off period. Ooh, I didn't like that. That sounds like one of those.
Nah, I'm just joking. When you're angry, you're not thinking about love. You're angry, let's be honest. You're not thinking about love. Right. But it's not about something you gotta make sure you remember to do, because love is just that.
Love is just there, so that's right.
Yeah, but then I do say, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna talk right now. I'm just gonna walk away. We can come back later, or I'll be like,
Yeah. So what's the longest you all have been in that silent treatment mode?
Before maturing. So before maturing, you know, y'all have been around me long enough to know. Take a guess. Just take a guess. This is a no harm answer. Just take a guess. Y'all know me. I said y'all know me. What you think?
I say under. I say 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks.
I was about to say about 2 or 3 weeks. So Chris Page just mentioned stonewalling, as it is called, more oftentimes doesn't bring about a positive outcome. Explain that, Chris. Explain.
Drop it, Chris.
Yeah, drop that knowledge. Yeah, I'd say about 2 or 3 weeks. You've probably done
I said about right.
I need to go ahead and play Vegas then.
that. Shoot, hey, go ahead and do a scratch off. I mean, millions.
And again, this is before maturity. This is before really, allowing God, allowing, positive, mature women and men to influence me. Very childish, very prideful, headstrong. Yeah, that's what fuels it. And of course, you are looking ridiculous. Now you can't turn back, but you like, I know I look stupid, but now I can't turn back because I gotta prove myself. For what? So it definitely, and then that's in the Bible. Like you can separate, but with is an understood amount of time to say, okay, we cooling off. We're gonna give each other an hour and then let's meet back together. You have to have that let's come back together part,
Yeah, and that goes back to unity as well because, and I think, and I'm glad you even mentioned that too in regards to the Bible. Terry just said 1 week she's done that. Okay, that's good to know. Because in the Bible it tells us that, and it also gives you prime examples. Because when God was angry against His people, He didn't totally turn His face. He gave them a moment for them to understand what was going on and suffer, but yet He still loved them. That agape love came back in order to deliver them. So that's why it is not wrong to walk away.
Right.
But remember where you were supposed to come back to. Right. So good point is what? Nothing. She can drop it.
I'm grown up.
Hey Christian, what's going on? Thank you for joining. Crystal Wooten, hey, thank you for joining. We are on At the Roundtable here on Facebook. So to get a chance to join us on ampersand At the Roundtable, we're live. We want to hear from you. What is your pet peeve with your significant other or your mate and such? We got some really good ones going on right now. It's getting hot over here, so come on and join us. And I waved at you. I see some.
We also had couples etiquette real quick because I'm gonna switch gears and this will probably throw something up as well. I had a young lady talk to me about her neighbor who moved into the neighborhood after she and her husband moved there. And so when it was a weekend, she went to the store. Husband was outside doing a lawn. She pulls up. Right when she pulls back up, her husband is walking out of her neighbor's house. This is a single woman, and walking out of her house.
Okay.
So she had one of her girlfriends with her, and her girlfriend, which we are all ladies have been guilty of that. What is that? Boosting it up and making it into something that it wasn't.
Right.
So she was looking at her girl like, I don't see what the problem is, blah, blah, blah. She was like, if I was her and it was something that I needed, I would have waited until you came back, or I would have asked you first before I had your husband do something for me. So under couples etiquette, I am a woman that feels like I should not, or my husband should not be in the house when I'm not around. Like, this isn't a neighbor that y'all moved in, you built your homes together, y'all know each other, whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like this woman who probably had no foul play in her heart.
Right.
But sometimes just the etiquette part of that. So as a woman, I'm not gonna be alone with the guy or his home or his car or whatever the case, and my husband doesn't know, whether it's via text or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Even before, we really got cool, even though we were like all of us, it'd be more than just us going to lunch. I would shoot him a text like, yo, I'm going to work, going to lunch with my coworkers, whatever, because I just didn't want anybody to ever see that and be like, what's Melissa doing with? So what are some couples etiquette, guys, that you guys feel like are just definite rules? Like, if you're with somebody, this is how you handle that situation. Or if you're with somebody, this is what they don't. So the whole kind of being with another person of the opposite sex or being in a home, like fixing something, neighbor or whatever. That was one of the big ones that jumped out at us. Like, if I know that my girlfriend and her husband, they're obviously in the home together. She gets there, she's not there, but her husband is. She will wait. Not that there's foul play, not that the husband feels like, but she's like, just as a respect thing. If I know she's on her way, like 5-10 minutes, she says sometimes I'll, tell him I'll wait. I gotta sit in the car. I'll make a call, whatever, until she pulls up. She's like, I'm not going in their house. So, what are some couple etiquette things that you guys kind of think about that you feel is areas that hey, this is an automatic. You do it or you don't, or you should do it and you don't do it.
While you think on that, Chris just commented. He said, when you don't respond to what the root cause of an issue is and decide to say nothing, instead in an offended party feels like their voice feelings are not valid.
And this is
in regards
to Stonewall.
Stonewall. Well, that's why we say, Chris, that's why there's a period of time so you come back and revisit the issue with a clear perception and understanding and not address it in anger so much. It's not the fact of not responding to the root cause, it's allowing the opportunity so both parties can come back and address the issue again. I think that's very important because again, you can mess around and say something that does not address the root cause, and that's even worse. And then where you at? That's just my opinion. I'm just throwing it out there that way because I know I've seen it happen and I've done it happen. Man, people chiming in. Oh, Joanna just agreed with you and she said that's so disrespectful. She should have addressed that with the wife. That's a no-no. Biggest pet peeve, asking me to cook something the way his parents do. That was my daughter. Okay. Whoa, wait till you get home. Hey, Tanya, what's going on? Thanks for joining us at the round table. Dang, this is the one she just brought up, man.
Yeah, I mean,
we got 3 minutes. So how do we, I'm gonna let you answer that.
In that situation, as far as agreeing with, so he was over there fixing something.
Right. Look, and literally had just went in. He hadn't wasn't in there the whole time she left for sure, obviously. Right. He went in, did whatever he needed to do, something with a light, and was walking out. But her girlfriend was making it into a big deal or whatever. So you don't know how to address things until they happen.
That'll be something I would do without even thinking, just not seeing anything obviously wrong with it.
Right.
And coming back out and having my wife and her friends looking at me like, yeah.
So my girlfriend was cool, but she was just like, look, this was an issue, so let's talk about how we handle this from this point on.
No, I'm cool with that.
And somebody else gave me, for couples etiquette, they gave me attire.
Attire?
Mm-hmm. Your dress. If you're going to be with other couples,
right.
There's certain things she will wear if her and her husband's on a date. But if they're going to be with other couples, there's certain things that she will not wear, but she doesn't feel that she needs to be. Maybe, I don't want to say too revealing, but maybe so revealing. Maybe something that, so that's something else that she thinks of if they're entertaining other couples.
Understood. That's weird.
Oh wow, so King of Living just responded, hey, thank you again, man. It said, he said, that's when trust has to come into play. If you don't operate with restraint, then repercussions will occur. I'm telling you, this particular topic has diverted into so many different branches. We could address this again. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we are at 6:54 right now. We have to be mindful of the time. Closing thoughts in regards to pet peeves. Anyone?
Be mindful. Be very mindful of them. And be willing to sit down and talk about it with your significant other as well. Listen to their needs as well as vice versa. I guess that's the best I can leave you with right now. Listen.
I think that pet peeves are our quills. I'm often reminded of a story that was told when my husband and I were getting ready to get married of the two raccoons that had their quills. They loved each other, but they it was cold, and even though they would wind up sticking each other, they had to survive by being together. And they were able to survive through the winter because even though they were sticking each other, they had to be able to stay warm. And I feel like pet peeves are our quills with our significant other. It should not make you not want to survive. And be respectful, like A-Money said, that what you're looking at that is rubbing you the wrong way, they have something that rubs you the wrong way. So I always tell my daughters, use your response with a mirror. Use a mirror with that. When you're saying something to somebody, you have a mirror up because you can also say it to yourself.
And on that note, y'all, we've got to go because we just had somebody at the door. Thank you for joining us on At the Roundtable. If you get a chance, share this with your mom and them, your daddy and them, grandma and them, and let's make this People podcast go viral and syndicated.
All right. Hey, thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Going out?
Yeah. I don't want to go out. You want to go out? Nah. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go out with the girls. You going out?